Every year, there are some players that come into the NHL and have great rookie seasons. And last year was no different, as we had great rookie seasons from Adam Fox, Dominic Kubalik, Quinn Hughes, and of course the 2020 Calder Trophy winner, Cale Makar. And this season, we will have no shortage of talented young rookies, as we will see Kings prospect Gabe Vilardi, Rangers goaltender Igor Shesterkin, Minnesota's Kirill Kaprizov, and of course the 2020 first overall pick, Alexis Lafreniere, all in the mix for the Calder Trophy. But in this video, I want to talk about 6 NHL rookies that could surprise you this upcoming season. They may not win the Calder, but they could do some things that could surprise you. So without further ado, let's start off this video by talking about left wing Jason Robertson of the Dallas Stars. Robertson was selected with the number 39 overall pick back in 2017 by the Dallas Stars. And since being drafted, Robertson has spent 2 seasons in the Ontario Hockey League, scoring a combined 89 goals in those 2 Ontario Hockey League seasons. More recently, Robertson is coming off of a 25-goal season with the Texas Stars in the American Hockey League. And in the Dallas Stars, Robertson will be walking onto a team that is in desperate need of his offensive talents, as they ranked 28th in the NHL last year in goals for. And to make matters worse for the Dallas Stars, top center Tyler Seguin will be out with an injury to start off the NHL season. But that would mean that Jason Robertson could be in the top 6, alongside of breakout stars Denis Gurianov and Roope Hintz, or maybe even Alex Radulov and Joe Pavelski. But if we do see the Robertson, Gurianov, and Hintz line, I think the 3 of them could form one of the best young forward lines in the NHL next year. And if you look at the Dallas Stars, their future is in really good hands, with guys like Robertson, Gurianov, Hintz, and Heiskanen on the roster. And they even have guys like Thomas Harley and Ty Dellandrea that's on the come up. Now, let's talk about goaltender Capo Kakaninen from the Minnesota Wild. Kakaninen was selected with the 109th overall pick back in 2014 by the Minnesota Wild. Kakaninen had a great season last year, posting a .927 save percentage and a 2.07 goals against average with Iowa of the American Hockey League. He even got some NHL experience last year, posting a .913 save percentage and a 2.96 goals against average in 5 games with the Minnesota Wild. Although I don't believe Kakaninen will outperform his rookie goaltending counterparts in Ilya Sorokin and Igor Shesterkin, I still believe Kakaninen can surprise a lot of people this season. With Alex Stalock injured, the backup role is pretty much Kakanen's to begin the season. And with the way that the season is structured this year, Kakaninen will have ample opportunities to build off a strong year he had last season. And who knows, if Cam Talbot struggles coming out the gate, Kakaninen could take the reins as a starting goaltender and surprise a lot of people this upcoming season. Now, let's talk about a defenseman from the Carolina Hurricanes, Jake Bean. Bean was selected 13th overall by the Carolina Hurricanes back in 2016. And he was a player that needed some time to develop following his draft year, spending 2 more seasons in the WHL and another 2 seasons in the AHL, where this past season, he earned AHL Defenseman of the Year honors, scoring 48 points in 59 games with the Charlotte Checkers in the AHL. But making it onto the Hurricanes roster this season for Bean will be tough, as their blue line is already filled with talented defensemen, such as Brett Pesce, Hayden Fleury, Dougie Hamilton, Jacob Slavin, and Brady Shea. This means that Bean will have to compete with guys like Jake Gardner and Gustav Forsling for that final spot on the Hurricanes' blue line. If he doesn't make the team this season, I believe he could be trade bait, as I don't think another season in the AHL would benefit him. Bean is definitely a player that I think is capable of scoring 20 to 25 points in a regular 82-game schedule in his rookie season. And one day, I believe that Bean can blossom into a really good top 4 offensive defenseman for some NHL hockey team. Next up, we have a right winger from the Nashville Predators, Eli Tovanin. Tovanin was selected 30th overall by the Nashville Predators back in 2017. Although he is a bit undersized at 5'10", 191 pounds, he more than makes up for it with raw offensive talent. Last season, he scored 36 points in 63 games with the Milwaukee Admirals in the AHL. And this season, he is currently on loan in the KHL, scoring 13 points in 25 games. In the Nashville Predators, Tovanin will be walking onto a team that lost two key forwards last season, in Craig Smith and Nick Bonino. And the Predators will be hoping Tovanin can help offset that loss this season and improve an offense that ranked 17th in the league last year in goals for. Tovanin may have a chance to be on the second line alongside of Matt Duchene and Michael Granlund, and may even gain some exposure on the power play. Historically, Nashville has been really good at developing defensemen, but not so much forwards. And this season, Tovanin will look to change that narrative as he looks to establish himself as a top 6 winger in the National Hockey League this season. Now, we're going to talk about a defenseman from the Winnipeg Jets, Ville Heinola. Heinola was the 20th overall pick back in 2019 by the Winnipeg Jets. And this past season, he actually made the Jets roster coming out of training camp, posting an impressive 5 points in 8 games played with the Winnipeg Jets. But despite that good performance from Heinola, the Jets still sent him back to Liga, where he posted 7 points in 29 games played. So far this season in Liga, Heinola has 14 points in 19 games played. And he just captured a bronze medal at the World Junior Championships with Finland. Although Heinola may not make the team this season because of a crowded Jets blue line, Heinola still is a great offensive player and can potentially run a power play in the future for the Winnipeg Jets. He will most likely be competing with guys like Pullman and Beaulieu for a top 6 spot on the Winnipeg Jets defense. But even if he doesn't make the team, Heinola will still remain a highly touted prospect and can become a top 2 defenseman in this league one day. And now, let's talk about a player from the Arizona Coyotes, center Barrett Hayden. Hayden was drafted 5th overall by the Arizona Coyotes in a 2018 NHL entry draft, a selection that surprised some people, as there were other talented players still on the board, such as Zadina, Wallstrom, Bachfist, and Hughes. This past season, Hayden played for Canada at the World Juniors, scoring 12 points in 7 games played. And he got a little taste of the NHL last year, playing in 20 games and recording 4 points. In the Arizona Coyotes, Hayden is walking onto a team that struggled in offense last year, so not being able to re-sign Taylor Hall in free agency was a huge disappointment for the team. And they traded away veteran Derek Stepan to the Ottawa Senators in the offseason as well. This means that the Coyotes will be looking internally at guys like Barrett Hayden to help out the offense. Hayden will be projected to be either on the 2nd or 3rd line. But no matter what line he plays on, Hayden will have to prove that he is a full-time NHL player and a player that the Arizona Coyotes can count on moving forward. So that's gonna do it for this video. If you liked it, please leave a thumbs up on the video and comment down who your surprise NHL rookies are this season. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you later. Thank you.